Welcome to the Finishline Series 13.1 Mile 4. In this series, it's actually a challenge. It requires you to commit, focus, be disciplined, and yes, sacrifice. Much like a half a marathon, this series you are going to look for the end results so you can get a little closer to financial freedom. Remember, this is not a quick fix. To reach the finish line is a steady pace is the key, 1 mile at a time. So, mile 4, ready, set, go, and shift. You might be saying, okay, that sounds a little different. I want you to think as we again are running this financial marathon, half marathon, sometimes we get ready and there's things that we have to do to get ready. We like in motion. Okay, I'm ready to do this. I got my plan together. I'm ready to draw it on paper. And then life happens and then you have to shift. And when we think about that shifting, you might be already in gun ho, and perhaps you even started and you're in it maybe the first month and things look like they're balancing out, and then you have an emergency, or perhaps you lose your job. These things are real life and they happen, and now you have to recalibrate. You have to make some adjustments to your strategies and your plans that you had on paper, and it's necessary because now you can't live like you were living yesterday when everything seemed to line up, and now you have this, as they say, wrench thrown in, and you have to make changes. So now you have to make changes to your goals because of your current circumstances. You might have to realign some things, and that might look like what is your priority at this time. And your priority is a roof over your head, food in your mouth, electricity, and for some, your priority actually might be your transportation. If your transportation is going to get you to and fro the places that you need to go to, whether you have to drop your kids to school or your spouse has to get to work, whatever that might look like. So now there's some realignment happening for your situation. You have to reevaluate your spending habits, perhaps even in your investment choices or even your savings, because what you might have saved, you might have finally got that $1,000 emergency fund saved, and now you have to go into it. This happens. At times, you have to make a reassessment of where you are, what you're doing. Did anything change in my life? You have to think about that and identify areas that you perhaps might need some improvement in. So again, remember, we are in mile 4, ready, set, go, and shift. And this is real life. I'm sure over the last couple of years, you can attest to this. We have to look where we are now and we have to push through financial obstacles because they do happen. And something financial obstacle could just be you have an unexpected car emergency. Perhaps you have to replace your transmission, and that's normally not in your average spending plan, and that really involves some money, and for some people some shifting things around and say, okay, I need my car again because I need to go to work, I need things to happen, so what do I do now? You have to look at shifting some things around, determining what really is important to you. And I would say, even in that, do not give up. It's easy to give up, but it's harder in a sense. It's harder to push through your financial obstacles and continue to push, to push, to push to reach you to your finish line. You can do these steps that I've mentioned today It can bring balance to where you are financially speaking, help you overcome challenges, and perhaps be prepared for some things that might even come. So I want you just to take some time, breathe, go look at your plan and see where you need to make some adjustments to get you to your end. So thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you real soon on mile number 5.